Hockey 605 here with Brennan Poderzay.
Yes, sir.
With Legend Hockey, and we just got off the ice here. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Originally born and raised from a small town way up north in Minnesota, Tower, Minnesota, God's country up there on the Iron Range. Grew up playing for the youth program in Ely, Minnesota. Then I went on to play college hockey in Duluth. From there, went on to actually 3 years of college hockey, and then I went professionally in a little bit of the American Hockey League, and then the East Coast Hockey League for a bit, and then I decided to jump over to Europe for the last 4 years.
So that's a pretty big jump going to Europe, because they do a lot of hockey. Almost every town has hockey there, don't they?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing for what they do, to be honest. Every club, every, like you said, town, country. It's becoming more and more popular over there, and I think obviously having some imports, being North American, to go over where we live, breathe, and bleed hockey, it's a pretty cool experience for us too.
You know, I saw you earlier today. It looked to me like you're down there working with the goalies.
Yeah, Noel has done a great job with Legends Hockey of bringing in a great staff. We come in, Keegan Asmunson and myself, to come in and work specifically with the goaltenders, as well as to give any kind of insight, tips, and knowledge that we have progressing through the college and professional ranks. So,
when you were growing up in the North Woods, the great white North Woods, did you have a lot of rink time, or did you get to play some pond hockey too?
You know what? It's pretty funny. It's your stereotypical storybook northern Minnesota story. I would skate up on the frozen road to the outdoor rink in Tower. Being that it's a town of 400 people, there was no ice time, so we would just skate outside. And once it got dark and there was no lights, I'd hear Mom call for dinner time, so I'd skate home, and that was it. So.
I love driving through Minnesota in the winter, because all those little towns you see, they all have an outdoor rink, and it's full of kids skate.
Absolutely, and I mean, like I said, that's one of the things that Minnesota prides itself on, is just trying to be in the hotbed of hockey with everybody else. But South Dakota is becoming on the map, with a lot of guys that are committing to play junior hockey and college hockey, and it's great to see that there's other communities and other states growing into the love of the greatest game on earth. So,
well, we're doing that in several sports. We're doing the same thing in soccer in South Dakota too. We're just reeling the rest of the country, and it's about time.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's one of those things. I'm obviously partial to the game of hockey, and it's great. It's been an awesome experience to come over here and meet a lot of blue-collared kids who we can relate with, coming from small towns in Minnesota. It's just, like I said, we've been extremely fortunate to meet a lot of good guys along the way.
So, having been around the country and actually around the world playing hockey, what are some of the things that you see different, let's say in Europe, between young people there and how they develop as players in here in the U.S.?
It's it's a lot of, I would say the biggest thing that kids in North America don't understand is the resources that they're able to have, with the nutrition, with the off-ice training. The kids over in Europe, it's strictly passion. They grow up, if that's something that they want to pursue, then it's kind of on them. So it's extremely cool to see a different standpoint on things, where you wake up and you're pounded into, if you want to play, you go 12 months a year in North America, but over there, if you want to work hard, it's kind of all the responsibilities on you at a young age to get as good as you want. So,
yeah. Well, speaking of responsibility being on the player, I'm sure we'll have a lot of high school age players looking at this video. And what are a couple things from your perspective that those players should be doing right now to get prepared for the upcoming high school season?
From the high school standpoint, it's trying to get that exposure. On top of the exposure, whether that be writing emails or talking to players that have gone through the same path as you guys, as we have. It's kind of the stereotypical answer. You're looking to work as hard as you can. As you progress and climb the ladders in the greater levels of hockey, it's one of those things where you have to do something that's going to separate you from the rest of the pack. It's whether that be flexibility, speed, strength, whatever you can do. Obviously, taking care of your body, getting the right nutrients, the sleep is crucial at the high school age, and it's the passion. I mean, if you are happy and enjoy doing what you do every day, it's a pretty easy thing to get revved up and motivated for. So,
most of the high school players that I've gotten to meet here in South Dakota all the best ones all have a certain amount of, well, or a lot of amount of mental toughness about them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what, that kind of goes without saying. It's one of those things, if there's something that you love and something that you're extremely passionate about, the mental toughness kind of comes with it. It's being able to take a bruise and a bump along the way and get back up and, again, get on the horse and keep riding. This is we're extremely fortunate to play the game that we love for a lot of us for a living or day to day, and it's one of those things that you got to wake up and still thank the big guy above that you're able to do it. So.
Well, I want to thank the big guy above that you spent a few minutes with Hockey 605 today, Brennan. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of your summer, and hopefully we'll see you down the road teaching more kids how to play hockey.
That's the plan. I appreciate your time. Thank you.